Good morning, children. This is the continuation of the same chapter, Social Problems. I have already taught you about the problem of overpopulation, poverty and unemployment. Today we are going to discuss about the fourth problem, that is called juvenile delinquency. Juvenile delinquency is one of the serious problems of this mess society. It is almost an outcome of rapid urbanization and industrialization of modern times. This resulted in an atmosphere that is favorable to the growth of juvenile delinquency. A large number of children moving from rural areas to the cities or living in slums in cities are found to be highly vulnerable to this process. Now, what is the meaning of juvenile delinquency? Delinquency is a kind of abnormality when an individual deviates from the course of normal social life. His behavior is called delinquency. When a juvenile means a child below an age specified under the statute, means under a law, exhibits behavior which may prove to be dangerous to society and himself, he may be called a juvenile delinquent. We are going to discuss one or two definitions of juvenile delinquency. First one is, delinquency is a juvenile misconduct that might be dealt with under the law. Another definition is, the phrase juvenile delinquency may be loosely used to cover any kind of deviant behavior of children which violates normative rules, understanding or expectations of a social system. So in simple words, we can say that juvenile delinquency is a type of abnormal or antisocial behavior by a juvenile who is below age specified by law of that region. Now, who is a juvenile delinquent? Juvenile delinquents are those offenders, including boys and girls both, who are normally under 16 years of age. A juvenile delinquent is a young person who is habitually disobedient. So some acts can come under delinquency, like running away from home without the permission of parents, like habitual absentees from school, which is beyond the control of parents, then spending time idly beyond limits, use of vulgar languages, wandering about railroads, streets, marketplaces, etc., visiting gambling centers, committing sexual offences, shoplifting, stealing, etc. All these activities are counted in juvenile delinquency, and the person who is committing this is known as a juvenile delinquent. So now let us discuss the causes of juvenile delinquency. Why a child has become a juvenile delinquent? The first cause is the broken families. It can be said that broken homes and families, lack of parental affection and security, absence of a loving mother in the childhood or an affectionate mother substitute, lack of family ties, parental irresponsibilities, and a steep rate in divorce, desertion, and separation are all major causes of delinquency. Next cause is poverty. A very large proportion of delinquent children come from poor homes. Poverty compels sometimes both of the parents to be outside the home for a very long time to earn their daily bread. The children will be uncared for. Such children may consciously or unconsciously join hands with gangsters and they become delinquents. Third cause is delinquency areas. The delinquents mostly come from the areas of poor housing, overcrowding, and the areas in which cinema houses, hotels, nightclubs, liquor shops are found in a large number. So the children of such families pick up delinquent behavior. Next cause is beggary. Yes, beggary is often the cause of juvenile delinquency. Child beggars mostly come from either very poor families or broken homes. They crave for the satisfaction of their inner impulses, desires, and ambitions. They choose to become beggars for the same. As beggars, they get annoyed to see others enjoying life, and they realize that only through deviant practices they can satisfy these desires and meet their needs. So they become delinquents. Next cause is school dissatisfaction. Some students get dissatisfied with school life. Such dissatisfied students become regular absentees in schools and start wandering in streets. They may even form gangs of their own and become gamblers, pickpockets, drunkards, smokers, and even drug addicts. Next cause, which is also a social cause, is films and pornographic literature. Cinema, television, and obscene literature may often provoke sexual and other impulses in adolescents, means the children below age. Hence, they may start their adventure in satisfying them, in the process of which they commit crimes, and in this way they become the juvenile delinquents. Then another cause may be mental deficiency. It has been observed that good number of delinquents are mentally deficient. It is quite natural to assume that the dull and mentally handicapped or defective adolescents do not have the necessary insight to make distinctions between what is right and what is wrong. So, their behavior means they are so innocent that they cannot distinguish between right and wrong, so they are generally used by other children to conduct the crimes. So in this way they become the delinquents. And then next cause is the emotional problems of the individual. It is also a mental problem. Mental troubles and emotional maladjustments are strong factors in delinquency. Emotional problems of inferiority complex when it is too high, jealousy with classmates or other members of the same group, and feeling of being thwarted away is very common among the delinquent children. So they start doing something wrong and they become delinquents unknowingly. So all these are the main factors of juvenile delinquency. Now let us discuss the preventive measures. Means how can we overcome the problem of juvenile delinquency? The problem of juvenile delinquency is one that has drawn the attention of society. It is known that the delinquent child of today may turn out to be a chronic criminal tomorrow. So it is necessary for any state to look into the matter and should find out some remedies for this problem. So let us discuss some of the preventive measures. First measure can be creating and inspiring a team of work of private and public agencies devoted to preventive work. Then giving proper training to the members and staff of all organizations who are concerned with delinquency control. Next, establishing child guidance clinics to give appropriate treatment to the disturbed and maladjusted children. Educating the family so as to help the parents to realize the importance of giving proper attention to the needs of their young children. Next, establishing wholesome recreational agencies to prevent young children from becoming the victims of illicit or unwholesome recreation. Next, giving proper assistance to underprivileged children to build in them good character and law-abiding attitude. Next, adopting various means of propaganda such as radio, movies, television, newspaper, magazines, etc. to realize the importance of law abidingness and how it is always appreciated and rewarded. Then some improvements should be made in slum areas, in busy marketplaces, in gambling centers to prevent children to get polluted. Then spotting potential delinquents in schools and giving appropriate treatment to such children. And the last suggestion or the measure can be that the problem of beggary and poverty are to be removed or controlled, and the general economic standard of the people must be increased to prevent children from becoming delinquents due to economic problems or these problem of juvenile delinquency. So we have discussed many things about juvenile delinquency. Go through the video and I am also sending the detailed notes.